Hi and welcome to Dirtbike Magazine's 2018 125 Motocross Shootout. The 125 class is alive and well. It always has been. Back in the old days, the 125 motocross bikes were the biggest selling dirt bikes on earth. Even though that has changed, the small bore two strokes are still a healthy, thriving subculture in the American motocross scene. In this shootout, we're gonna bring you 4 different 125cc models, 3 from European manufacturers and 1 from Japan. First up, we have the Husky Tc 125. This bike features Brembo brakes, a hydraulic clutch, WP AER48 forks up front, a WP shock, black DID Dirt Star rims, Dunlop MX3 tires, a composite subframe and airbox with Husky signature styling. This bike weighs 195 pounds without fuel and has a price tag of around $7,000. The bottom line, this bike is the future of the 125 class, as well as the future of motocross in America. It has a strong performance package and great handling. Next up is the KTM 125 SX. This bike isn't much different than the Husky we've already talked about. It also includes Brembo brakes, a hydraulic clutch, WP AER48 air fork, a WP shock, the steel frame, black rims, Dunlop MX3 tires, and an easy access, no tools required airbox. This bike without fuel weighs 195 pounds and retails for right around $7,000. Bottom line, most diehard 125 fans know that KTM has been developing and progressing their 125cc model. And it shows. It's one of the most powerful and best handling bikes in the class. From Italy, we have the 2018 TM MX 125. This exotic handmade machine features Blue Excel rims, Dunlop tires, an electronically controlled power valve, KYB forks, a hand-welded aluminum frame, and a shock made entirely in-house by TM. Without fuel, the TM 125 weighs 203 pounds with a price tag around $8,000. Bottom line, the TM isn't for everyone. It can't be. Only a handful of models are built each year. It's a bike that anyone would be proud to own and ride. It's not for a passive rider. You have to get involved at every level. That means learning how to shift right on cue and keep the throttle wide open all the time. Most riders transitioning from the 85cc class already know how to do that. Older riders might need some time to adjust. And finally, the only Japanese manufacturer in the Shootout is the 2018 Yamaha Yz250. The 2018 model features Cahuilla suspension components front and rear, Dunlop tires, anodized blue rims, an aluminum frame, and a power plant that hasn't seen major updates since 2005. Without fuel, the Yz250 weighs 201 pounds and has a price tag around $7,000. Bottom line, we've said it before and we'll keep saying it. If you want a bike that makes you feel like a hero every time you ride, it's hard to argue against the Yamaha Yz250. It handles so well, it makes you happy to be riding. If you go racing against other 125s, the YZ peak power does fall a little short, but you can certainly modify the YZ. And the winner of the Dirtbike Magazine 2018 125 two-stroke Shootout should be no surprise to anyone, the KTM 125 SX. The bike has a great engine package with exceptional handling. Just like many comparisons, it's hard to separate the KTM and the Husky. We give credit to Husky for putting the effort to make the bike look distinctively different and offer some different components, but in the end of the day, the bikes are almost identical. Third place is the Yamaha Yz250. Let's be clear, we love this bike. It's absolutely wonderful to ride. You can say it hasn't changed enough over the past 13 years, but that just goes to show you how good the bike was back in 2005. On the track though, it's impossible to get around the deficit in top-end power. The Yamaha has a built-in disadvantage when it lines up against any of the other three. Fourth place is the TM MX 125. We have a deep respect for the TM and the skilled engineers who built it. It's simply not a bike for the masses. You wouldn't give it to a 14-year-old novice any more than you would give him a thoroughbred racehorse and send him to the Kentucky Derby. It's an expensive, demanding bike designed for riders with very sophisticated needs. For the in-depth shootout, check out the May issue of Dirtbike magazine. And as always, check out dirtbikemagazine.com for the latest motocross and off-road industry news. To see more on your favorite 125cc motocross bike, check these videos out.